Hello and welcome to David Tom Creations channel. This week I am looking at the Loopcloud free trial that I mentioned in my last video. So I have signed up to the 2-month free artist plan trial. This is the main window of the Loopcloud app, not the actual website as I was kind of showing before. So there's plugins for your DAW. So there's a kind of Loopcloud plugin. There's a plugin for the play and the drums as well. So I'm going to look at those on a separate video because today I'm just going to show you how this kind of works and how to use the tracks and the edit tools and the patterns, effects tools, and basically, yeah, just how this kind of interface works. So each day you get 10 free samples. So I'm going to kind of pick up a pack and use the 10 free samples to create a song. So up here, it shows you up the top corner here, it shows you that is my 100 points. So I haven't actually spent any points yet. And you can also, like if you spend your 100, but you can actually add in more points, which you can do for various costs. This is basically the kind of interface. So we're looking at, so you can search by instruments, genres, labels, or formats, and you can see they've got Rex 2 WAV, they've got MIDI files, synth presets, massive presets, machine, various other construction kits, and Apple loops and whatever. So the labels, I mean, unless you actually know what these labels do, or they're obvious, because like I said, I looked at Vital Vocals in the last video, but like I said, unless you kind of actually know, you know, what these kind of guys are doing, then that's not terribly useful. So I generally have been just using the genre, and I've been kind of doing some kind of chill trap stuff. And like I said, you can just search basically for what you want. I mean, and you can add in like more than one kind of thing. So you can see, I mean, these are all the kind of samples that have come up, and you can filter by, so the ones that are in the store that you can buy, and you can filter by loops or one shots, and also show favorites. So if you go to show favorites, you see I've got a few favorited there, and then it will go back eventually. There we go. And then you can search by the ones that are actually on your downloaded items only, and then there's the free ones. I've actually gone through a lot of these and narrowed it down to one that I quite like, but we'll just kind of have a quick maybe look at what's in the quite good one. So Susie Mint, Chill Trap, and it takes a while to load because there are how many samples in total? Yeah, 416 for the complete pack. So if we, and if there is any free ones, it's always the first thing that says free 10. So a lot of them do 10 free samples because of that is kind of the minimum that you get. So you can see, and it gives you the BPM and the key, and a lot of them are actually missing information. And you can see I've actually already downloaded 3 of these from this pack. So that shows you that they've been downloaded, or I've bought them. One down, and go back to, so I've gone from Chill Trap and I've narrowed it down to a pack that I like, that has 10 free samples, and if we go to free, it'll just show up the ones that are free, and we can resize this window here so you can just see them all. So I've downloaded this pad chord already, and I've actually already favorited some of these other ones, so I was going to come back to this. The BPM's a bit all over the place. We've got 95 to well, 81 to 140 to 168, but that shouldn't really matter. So down here, like I said, you've got your BPM, so it's showing 164, and you can actually change the pitch and the octaves using this as well, and then you can auto transpose to the desired key, and then you've got patterns. So you can actually, once you've got a sample, you can actually go in and add different patterns. So if we start off, so yeah, I mean, you don't have to use the track things, but they've actually been quite useful. What's the drum loop? We'll start off with the drum loop. So yeah, we click on that, and it goes into track 1, and then you either press play here, or you can just press space on your keyboard. So that's just playing, and you can have it looping. So we'll just leave it on loop, and then you can solo this as well once you've added in a few more. So we'll go to track 2, top. So if we press stop and then play, it will start the samples from the start. So one thing that wasn't obvious is the volume. So this is actually the volume here. So we can take that one down. So it always defaults at -4. And you can also mute. And that wasn't particularly obvious how to change the volume. Right, so we'll take the volume on that down a bit. Add in another. Add in another track, the voice drop 1. And the effects volume. So you can see this is great way of just seeing how the samples work together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to download like a free 10 samples, and let's just add in the one that I've bought, which is got this one, the pads, and we'll just so you can see that when I've added in this one, it comes up with an actual icon of the album, so it actually shows you that you've already got this one, whereas these ones have got P that are available to pay for. So yeah, so that's quite a cool little reminder. And like I said, you can solo, so we can solo this rather nice pad. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in some effects. So we click on the effects, and it took me a wee while, but it's away over here. So I was thinking, oh, where's the effects? So yeah, so you click on plus. So I'm going to put in a delay. I'm going to use chatter. And then I'm going to add in a sweep from the. You can't actually see this because it's gone off my screen. I'm going to add in a sweep down. Yeah, it's gone off my recording. Anyway, it goes to filter, and it says LFOs, sweeps, and utilities. So I'm going into sweeps and sweep down. Sweep kind of filter, and then what you can do is you can just grab this. I'll just grab this, and then you can actually adjust the amount of sweeps. I'm going to kind of bring it up a bit so it doesn't, maybe a wee bit like that. And then obviously you can adjust the drive and the resonance and all this sort of thing. So we can adjust. So I quite like that. So we just click on that as well. And what happens is once you've done edits to the samples, you when you buy it, you use the processed version. So you have an original and a processed. So if you want to keep all the stuff that you've done, you just use the processed version. Right, so that is the other. So the other thing is patterns now. Let's see, what have we got? What can you use for the pattern? What's that? Right, let's use the synth lead and try adding a pattern. So there's, as you can see, you've got arpeggios, bars and beats, basics, basses, chords and stabs. Hang on. Yeah, so you've got chords and stabs, effects and atmospheres, hats and shakers. So there's absolutely loads of different patterns you can add in. Right, so I think there's one that's pretty cool. Is it the beat chamber? Let's have a listen and see what that does. Right, well, it doesn't really change it that much. Right, so we just reset that back to, right, so we can actually just try, let's see, what is circling atmospheres? Right, not much great. Let's see, panel sweeper. That's maybe not the best sample to try this with. Right, let's see what we can get with this, because it wasn't really working with that, was it? Right, let's have a look at chords and stabs. So let's have a go at house chord effects. Right, well that's not... Yeah, that is pretty much how this little section works, and like I said, it is quite useful doing these tracks. So if you want to, like I said, say you want to clear all these tracks, so let's, I will take solo off. So if you can either, so since I've already got that one, if you right click, you can clear track or clear all tracks or show in my library, whatever. So we'll clear that one since I've already got it. And then we can right, go back to these, and then it'll come up with, so it'll buy 7 files. So we'll click that, so it's processing that. Right, and there we go, and then you download all. Right, so from here I can either drag these into my DAW, which I haven't actually got Logic open. This is purely just the app, and to be honest, it wouldn't really work when I'm recording like this anyway. But what I'm preferring to do is drag these to the desktop, create a folder with this, the name of this pack, so that if I do get more, then I can just add it into that, because it does get a bit confusing if you look at your library. So these are the ones that I've downloaded. So you have to do a lot of clicking just to get, like, so you're going in and it's all, you know, it's all a bit, you know, foldery. So I've already downloaded the Chilled Trap Foundation, so you can see there's a couple of bases there. There's Chill Wave, there's Future Chill, Lost Chill Trap, so that's the one. So I've downloaded that. There you go. You can see all these ones that have been downloaded, and then Mint Chilled. Yeah. So there's an awful lot of folders to click through to get to your samples. So yeah, so the easiest thing is just to, I find, just to drag these from here onto your desktop, which it isn't allowing me to do because I am recording in ScreenFlick. And now it shows that these have all been purchased with a little icon. So that is pretty much the basic idea. And the other thing was, if you wanted to just say out of, so we'll take off free. So we've got this whole pack. So it would cost you it would cost me 330 points to buy this whole pack. But there are however many samples. Yeah, a lot. So for instance, say I wanted to just look at the one shots, I can just, and there is a lot of one shots. So you can just, and those are just like 1 point normally, one shots. And then the loops in this is a pretty cheap pack, to be perfectly honest. So these are all so everything else is kind of 2 points for the loops. So like I said, what I can do now is I can either just close this down and then go back, or what I'll do is I'll clear all tracks, and then like I said, we can close that down, go back to Chill Trap, close that down, and then go back to home, and then you could start again. And like I said, like for instance, let's have a look at some lo-fi hip hop. Anyway, you can get a pretty good idea. All right, this is an actual Loopmasters one, right? So, and the other thing is you can actually search by this. If you wanted to just search for a particular pack as well, you can use these letters. You can put them in the search field, and let's see what these ones are like. Oh no, it's just all chords. Huh? I've just realised that. Right, well that's why it's cheap, because they're just chords. And I'll show you how this differs from the website. Let's have a look. Let's get this in here. Loopcloud. Yeah, so this is the website. So you've kind of got the same kind of things, except you obviously don't have the as much. Yeah, I mean, you can basically just sample them. You can't actually, do the whole track thing and muck about with them. And then you can go in and have a look at your account. So you can see I'm on the 5.99 when it'll be billed eventually, possibly, and then you can cancel it there. So like I said, yeah, you can either upgrade your cloud storage and you can buy more points. So if we go in, so it's $7.99 to buy another 250 points. And to be honest, most of the packs are between, well, they're more than that. Most of the ones I've seen are like 300-400 points. But like I said, you can always just buy individual samples, but it's sometimes easier just to buy the pack because it's so that's and you can upgrade your cloud storage for £2.50 a month up to another 50 gigabyte. But to be honest, I haven't really used any yet, but so that is your account bit there. So we've got the sounds, and then we've got and the other thing obviously is the tutorials bit as well, which I mentioned. So so there's loads of tutorials and the different plans. So if you pretty much, well, not quite double, but if you got to studio, you're getting 300 points and 50 gigabyte, which, considering how much it costs to buy both of these, is quite a saving. And then you get a 25 free sounds. So there we go. So hopefully that was useful, just kind of overview of how the actual Loopcloud app works. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these tracks and I'll show you how this works in Logic in the next video. I'll take these samples that I've just bought, show you how they work inside Logic, and I'll also show you how the other two plugins kind of look, the play and the drums, and how you can actually how this works when it's connected to your DAW as well, and how to set that up. Okay, so thanks for watching, and as usual, if you have enjoyed this, don't forget to like and subscribe to David Tom Creations, and I will see you next week. Thanks for watching.